Make sure you're subscribed to JerCrispy.
What's up, y'all? It shows most Desmos. JerCrispy? The cost to become iShowSpeed. Oh, who want to be iShowSpeed? iShowSpeed cool. But like, they really got dudes out here really want to be iShowSpeed. Just be yourself. Hold on. I know I don't see TwitchCon in the back. Well, why they don't got a KickCon? I'm going to TwitchCon. They said, well, you stream on Kick. Nigga, get out of here.
Live streamers have been rapidly taking over the world.
Burger, you piece of fucking shit! Get down from the chair, Burger!
And with viewership at an all-time high, it seems like
this cat named Burger? I always call the cat Beager. I don't know why. Just the first time he actually named the cat Burger. I thought his name was like Beager or something like that, or Brian or something like that. I don't know.
People are willing to do anything
hold on. We're on the road to 500. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow. Social media is going to be on the screen. And subscribe. Let's get it. Oh! That do a down. Yeah! Now let's be real now. Kai could have grabbed them bitches and fucking threw them bitches somewhere. He like put some water down or something, bro. Like, I don't know.
But one streamer stands out above the rest when it comes to pushing the envelope.
Yo, bro.
And with the pressure higher than ever to make fans love you, the lines between right and wrong tend to get blurred very quickly.
This is the streamer iShowSpeed, and he's about to accidentally expose the scam he's been paid to promote.
Today, I'm going to be telling the story of one of the most controversial rises to fame in...
Say, no, man. Stop, cause y'all wrong for... Why, say? Why, say? Complaining in my mind. The nigga was like, I was kind of homeless.
Fame in all of content creation. This is the entire story of Speed. Darren Jason Watkins Jr., now better known as the one and only iShowSpeed, was born on January 21st, 2005 in Cincinnati, Ohio. His parents got divorced shortly after he was born, and this led to him having a pretty complicated family and home life. Speed mainly lived in his mother's house, but still kept a close relationship with his dad. And although things weren't always perfect at home, Speed had a pretty good childhood anyways. He was just like any other kid, enjoying sports and playing video games, specifically football, American football, not football for, you know, my international fans.
My favorite sport is football. I'm a football player. Might don't seem like it, but I do have a lot of muscles.
And if he didn't become a streamer, he even thought that he could go pro.
Where do you think you would be without the fame?
I don't know. I'll probably still be playing football.
But with his professional athletic career on hold, Speed decided to create his own YouTube channel at just 11 years old on March 21st of 2016. Exactly 1 year later, on March 21st of 2017, Speed would make his first ever video. And as funny and outgoing as Speed is, that doesn't mean YouTube was going to be easy. In fact, he really didn't get any views on his first video.
Nah, yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. When we first got my first view, bro, it took us a while to get that first view, bro. It took us about like a whole I'd say like a 2 weeks span, just posting videos nonstop and trying to get the views and getting people to watch my stuff and being along and adding more people to the shit, son. Like look, yes, yeah, like it's crazy.
So he decided to start streaming a few months later on December 28th of 2018. Speed started off by playing Fortnite, which was the most popular game at the time, and he figured this would help him get more viewers. That wasn't exactly the case. Speed decided to give up on his channel and focus on his schooling and sports. You know, like most kids his age, eventually they grow out of a video game phase. But then in 2020, everything changed. The COVID-19 pandemic was worldwide.
Boy, COVID, son. I should have started my YouTube channel. What do I did? That channel, I deleted all the videos off that channel, son. I remember it was like Grim Slimper, it was like Grim Reaper _ yeah, like Grim Reaper or something like that. It was something like that. Then I had an old channel that I used to do when I was a kid. Used to play with stuffed animals and stuff like that too. And then I had another channel. It was before a gaming channel. I just posted nothing but just little clips of me playing the game on a like my phone on the TV and the TV like that. I deleted that channel too. There were so many channels that I deleted, bro. It was crazy.
Devastating. People were quarantined inside their houses and unable to go outside to do the many things they always do. So that left people like Speed and like me and like you guys with a lot more free time in our houses than we ever wanted. Oddly enough,
y'all lucky. Hey, I know I say this every time in every single video. Y'all sit down and watch my videos. Y'all think we having another quarantine or it's not gonna never happen again?
Friends at the time had decided to start streaming during the pandemic, and he even convinced Speed to start streaming with him.
My friend, he said, yo, bro, you need to stream, bro. He was streaming, so I tried to do what he did.
Because Speed's friends saw a ton of potential in him, it made Speed want to get back into it, and he actually stopped streaming himself so that he could help Speed build up his own channel, essentially becoming Speed's first manager.
So your friend encouraged you to keep going. So like, does he have a channel?
Yes, he does, but he stopped streaming, and I kept going, you know what I'm saying? He stopped, I kept going, big Speed. Right now, he is my manager right now. I'm trying to encourage him to get on, that's my boy, bro.
The two of them would work together, attempting to build a bigger brand. They built something that a lot of people now refer to today as clip farming. Essentially, rage baiting, being loud, obnoxious, or doing anything crazy for views, and they would then post those clips all over the internet. Speed would rage at the video games he was playing, have outbursts at his own chat, and even just yell and bark randomly entirely unprovoked. And because he was so entertaining, his viewers...
Just hearing that in another room, just like low-key would be like, nigga, what the fuck is this nigga doing in the room? That'll be the type of stuff. Hey, if I was like his brother or something, like an older brother, and I just like peeping that, I'd be like looking like this, I'd be like, yo, nigga, you good? Why you screaming like that? Like you got something wrong with you or something? Like, bro, I would be like, hold on. Man, bro, you need to go to the doctor before we go somewhere.
Would clip the videos and post them on different platforms like Instagram Reels and TikTok. And unlike the first time that Speed started to stream a couple years ago, this time he was actually getting viewers. People started to see these funny clips of him on other social media platforms and decided to look up his live stream. By the end of that year, Speed had finally hit 10,000 subscribers on December 2nd of 2020, which was a huge milestone for him. In just a month, Speed went from 10,000 subscribers to 20,000 subscribers. And just a few months later, in April of 2021, Speed would hit 100,000 subscribers.
Jeez.
PLZZ.
We did it, man.
$99.
We did it, dog.
Super chat.
And him hitting milestones like this even became a running joke on the channel. Every time he finally made it to the next 100,000, everyone would mass unsubscribe to him just to rage bait him for a reaction. And with every major milestone, more and more people would join in on this fun and making Speed rage.
11 mil. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it, bro. We did it, man. We did it. We did it, man. Bro, I'm about to call the police on y'all, bro. Why I keep doing this? Why?
13 million, baby. We did it.
Yeah, I ain't lying to you. I'd be mad as hell too, saying my fans just doing this, trolling me and stuff like that. I'm like, low key.
Are you serious right now, bro?
And much in part to that, on June 30th of 2021, Speed would finally do it. He hit 1 million subscribers.
I said we did it! I said we did it! We did it!
This was a huge milestone, and it was even more insane that Speed got so massive in just 6 months. But with a constantly growing audience, Speed had more eyes on his stream than ever, and unfortunately, not all of that attention would be positive. Speed fell into a ton of controversy for his questionable behavior. One of his biggest controversies early on actually happened on Aiden
Oh God, do we, bro? Can we just stop bringing up this clip in general, saying as a whole, as a everything we in this mode? Why does we keep bringing up this clip, bro? Let it die, bro. Same as how y'all bring up that King Von. If he wants you killed, he'll do it yourself. Nah, he only killed regular civilians. He ain't never killed nobody in the rap game.
Ross's Twitch stream. He was hosting one of those live dating shows that were super popular for some reason back in 2021, and let's just say that Speed was a little bit chaotic when invited on the show.
We the last two people on Earth. Who gonna stop me?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and skip to this.
Was YouTube, and all of this controversy happened on Twitch. He was okay for now, and everybody thought that Speed had put this past him as he continued to grow on YouTube. However, in March of 2022, he went on another rather sexist rant towards a random girl in a Valorant game. This clip spread like wildfire, so much that it actually got the makers of Valorant attacked.
Oh yeah, and that game fell out too. So skip.
Was warranted or not, or if it was just trash talk. And I'm not going to get back into that debate because honestly, I don't care. Just know that a lot of people started to see Speed differently after these controversies. And even though he did lose some fans from these outbursts, his audience literally didn't stop growing. On February 16th of 2022, he hit 5 million subscribers, which is obviously huge. But he wasn't the big international name that he is today yet. And something on his stream was about to happen that would go absolutely viral across the world.
Sometimes in life, you just be wondering why people be doing stuff like this. But hey, though, you know, that's their life, though.
On March 3rd of 2022,
that's all I'm gonna just say.
Speed would make a joke on his stream that changed the course of the internet forever.
What soccer football team do you support?
Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey.
I don't know exactly why this video blew up, but it was absolutely everywhere. And this fan who donated just $1.79 would end up turning Speed into a multi-millionaire, if not a billionaire. Following this clip going viral, Speed's success reached international heights, and he took advantage of all this newfound attention, and as his streams got bigger and bigger, he took on new endeavors. He even started to make his own music, and also he sort of tried to set his own house on fire by accident or on purpose, who really knows. But this huge success came with, you guessed it, more controversy. On August 8th of 2022, Speed was arrested live on stream. Nobody knew why this actually happened, but a lot of people assumed that Speed was swatted, which unfortunately in today's day and age happens to a lot of streamers, and it would make sense considering how popular he had become. However, rumors started to spread that this was actually related to Speed prank calling the cops live on stream to clip farm. However, whatever the case actually was, this situation was pretty crazy. Not as crazy, however, as the next controversy that Speed found himself in on November 16th of 2022 when he hosted a group of weird crypto scammers on his stream. Speed advertised the stream as a classic giveaway. He was not only going to give out PS5s, but also supposedly he was going to be meeting the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo. But instead, none of that happened. A strange Cristiano Ronaldo impersonator would appear on stream alongside a bunch of random dudes promoting the Paradox crypto coin. And yeah, things, as you can imagine, started to go downhill fast. As soon as these guys started to promote their scheme, Speed's viewers caught on to what was happening. They called him out for promoting a scam and being a sellout. And this wasn't just a few people in the chat, it was literally everyone. Speed, of course, reacted in the most Speed way possible, yelling at chat.
You sold out. They're using you, Speed. This is just sad.
That is crazy, bro. Like, them comments like that, bro, is making me like, that's crazy, bro.
But the chat was too loud to ignore, and Speed had to do something. So he muted the stream. Or at least he tried to mute the stream.
So what do I do now? Bro, they're spending hell stealing.
Since this whole incident, Speed has entirely removed the VOD of this from his channel, probably due to all the backlash. He attempted to apologize and admitted that he made a mistake.
Y'all don't know what I do for y'all, bro. I do so much stuff for y'all, bro. I made a mistake, you know, I'm not that smart, I'm gonna be honest, bro. But as I go, I get smarter and smarter, bro. I made a little mistake, you know, that I wish I never did, but I'm not a scammer, bro. A day of my life, I would never scam you guys. Just remember that, bro.
However,
hey, at least he came up and told y'all about that, because some people, they don't give a fuck. They'll scam you for real. But I ain't lying to you. That dude did look like Ronaldo for a minute. I thought that was his last win. Shoot, you thought that was real, but hey, it is what it is.
After apologizing, these actions were met with pretty aggressive backlash. Unlike his previous controversies, these ones blew up. And partially this was because he was bigger than he had ever been before. And therefore, the biggest YouTube commentators decided to chime in. People like Moist Critical and CoffeeZilla made videos about the situation. And many fans and fellow content creators alike started to wonder if this is where Speed's career would start to go downhill. On top of this, many people were worried about Speed and his safety. At this point, he had made an entire career off pushing himself to the absolute limits. He was always trying to make a bigger and crazier stream and would basically do anything that the chat asked for views. And people were starting to wonder if Speed was letting himself get taken advantage of, not only by predatory sponsors like Paradox Crypto Coin, but also by his own fan base.
Get out the way! 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 Go, Slips, go! Get in, get in! Get out the way! Sub on! Sub on!
Editing your podcast on Riverside is a no-brainer, and I want to show you why. Your podcast transcript is here, and you just have to edit the text and
Luckily, fans quickly forgave Speed, and everyone moved on from the discourse about this crypto coin. In fact, he was awarded Breakout Streamer of the Year just a month later in December of 2022, and later that month, on New Year's Eve, he would hit 15 million subscribers.
Damn.
And if you thought 2022 was a crazy year for Speed, we are just getting started. Because in 2023,
hey, Speed gotta be the most top 5 likable people. Like, low-key. They need to go ahead and make a thing. Top 5 most likable people. Like, he's at least top 5. On Earth, hands down, on Earth. Past living and current living now. Hands down.
Speed would take his streams global. Back in 2022, if you guys are fans of Speed, you would remember that he started to dabble in IRL out in the world live streaming. But in 2023, he would take this above and beyond. He did an insane amount of traveling live on stream, visiting places all over the world.
We're tilting so hard right now, dude. Oh, you scoot over. I can't. Yo, no, it's tilting. Yeah, you're right. Yo, what if we fall? What the Naruto! I want to be Hokage one day. Hey, Luffy better, bro. Luffy better. You hear me?
And he also finally met Cristiano Ronaldo. All right, just play the clip.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm sorry. Oh my god, we're
That's how it be when you beat your idol. That's how it be. So it do be like that, son. You just. Well, I don't know about getting your hands and knees and stuff like that. See me, I'm not getting on my hands and knees. I got a couple idols, but I'm not getting on my hands and knees. I'm gonna dive you down and get y'all that long hug. Like, damn, bro. Like, is it real? Like, real talk. Like, my cameraman better have the nice good angles. That boy better snap. I better have somebody, a photographer, snap that be like 15 pictures that day. But I'm gonna put that on the wallpaper. I swear to God.
Bro, yes, bro. Hey, I love you, bro. I'm a big fan, bro. Ronaldo, look. I got you right here.
Damn. That nigga is a big fan. That nigga got a tattoo of the nigga. That's crazy. Well, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong.
I love you, bro.
This was a truly full circle moment for Speed and his entire community of fans. But unfortunately, Speed wouldn't be able to go another full year without a controversy. And this time, he almost got banned from YouTube. During a 5 Nights at Freddy's live stream, Speed had a very uncomfortable situation. He was so excited at a moment during
Yeah, we know.
Speed quickly realized what had happened and ended the stream immediately, quickly deleting the VOD. And this event infamously became known as iShowMeet for obvious reasons. This was a huge deal. Of course, Speed has done a ton of controversial things in the past that affected how people saw it. However, this being an accident didn't change the fact that it was a direct violation of YouTube's rules and could get him banned from the streaming platform forever. And perhaps the worst part of this mistake was that it must must have been hugely embarrassing for Speed. Regardless of how confident Speed portrays himself, this was probably a super vulnerable moment for him. Luckily, because Speed took direct action after the event and didn't try to clip farm it or anything, YouTube decided not to ban Speed or even give him a platform strike. It was clearly an accident and he seemed super sorry for it. And once again, Speed was able to not only recover from this event, but pretty much capitalize on it, as he blew up even quicker than before. 4 months later, we would see Speed hit 20 million subscribers. And he even participated in one of those YouTube boxing matches that were popular for some reason in 2023. And after blowing up massively in 2023, things would only level up the next year in 2024. At this point, Speed was more than...
Yo, what the fuck is this nigga? Yo, what is this nigga Speed doing, bro? Oh God, Speed, what is you doing? Yo, what is this? Like, nigga, I'll be confused as hell too. Walking in and nigga got a futurist dog in this mud. Hold on.
Just a streamer. He was basically a household name, so he was getting more opportunities than ever before. He was even invited to appear on WrestleMania with YouTuber turned pro wrestler Logan Paul. He also got to travel through Europe and chase after some cheese. He toured Southeast Asia.
Oh, they right there. Oh my God. Damn, it's actually monkeys here.
And just barely lost a race against the fastest man in the world, Noah Lyles. And just one of these events would be a lifetime highlight for anybody. But Speed was just knocking out these crazy side quests one by one. And you'd think that this guy would run out of content ideas or something, but nope, he just keeps going. In 2025, he appeared at a WWE event again, but this time as a competitor.
Speed, what? You're in the Rumble. Go.
What you mean?
Are you serious? Go. What
you mean?
Go. Throw people on the top rope.
Oh my God! Breaker just about broke iShowSpeed in half.
And yeah, he did not leave that event unscathed. Hey, who says wrestling isn't real? Anyways, following that harrowing experience on Royal Rumble, Speed decided to go on tour in China.
We are here in China! Come on, bro. It's about to be our first time experiencing China. Let's go see what China's about, man.
And while people were worried about this at first due to everything going on between China and the United States, it actually went really well. Speed was actually praised for how well he handled things in China and shed the country.
So, that nigga was trying to troll that nigga and talk about, yeah, that's cat. No. I say, woo, meow. Nigga, what you mean, meow?
Positive light. Despite the language barrier, Speed had a ton of fans, and many people showed up to try and find him live. Most recently, he went on a huge tour of America, and it was 35 days long, where he visited more than half of the United States. Speed would end his tour in Los Angeles, where he premiered his new YouTube series, Speed Goes Pro. This series completely changed the game when it came to online content. Just the premiere alone was crazy, with some major star power.
Yeah, but we've been watching it ever since. Every single episode. We ain't miss an episode yet of Speed Going Pro. So he'll probably be dropping, not this week, probably maybe next week. It's probably every 2 weeks he drops.
Every big celebrity was there, like Justin Bieber, Kim Kardashian, and Randy Orton. And the show itself had some pretty big names too. He trains with some huge athletes,
Tom Brady,
Tom Brady, one of the greatest gymnasts of all time, Soon Lee, and even professional hot dog eater Joey.
And then he just named the dude for the last 4th episode.
Chestnut. As of right now, Speed has a whopping 45 million subscribers on YouTube, which is absolutely insane. To put that in perspective, that is more people than live in the entire state of California. And this easily makes Speed one of the most famous streamers ever. And whatever Speed ends up doing next, he will always be one of the most influential creators in the history of the world. And considering all of the controversies and struggles that Speed went through to get here, I think he is an incredible role model for kids that anybody can change.
Yep. If you wanna be a good role model, look up to Speed and all the other YouTubers and streamers and stuff like that, you know? Hey, just do you though, but hey, make it your idol and stuff like that. You know? They might have somebody look up to me to say, I don't know, might one day it will. But hey, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow, social media, dip up on the screen, and I'm out.